As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her clients' rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. But at what point are you gonna resolve the resentment? At some point, you need to be the one going through something.
Objective, independent justice.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. First-time parents George and Megan Hurtley are suing Sable James in the amount of $1,000. The Hurtleys claim therapy with the defendant worsened their relationship and say they stopped attending to save their marriage.
Mr. and Mrs. Hurtley, you're suing Ms. James for $1,000. You're asking for a refund for therapy sessions you had, is that right?
That's correct,
Okay,
Your Honor.
and are you a therapist?
I'm a certified life coach and a
Okay.
certified relationship coach.
Okay, and why did you feel the need to seek a therapist?
Your Honor, if I may. So I just gave birth about 7 months ago to two beautiful babies, twin babies, a boy and a girl. But long story short, my husband George was phenomenal before I gave birth, but as soon as I gave birth, everything just went completely downhill.
How long were y'all married before?
For 5 years, Your Honor.
For 5 years. Well,
5
sometimes
years.
that happens once a baby comes into the picture.
Yes.
Or two
Yes.
babies.
Yes.
And then two babies, it
Yeah.
doubles your
Surprise.
problems, right?
Yes.
Did
so-
you have any help? Did you have a nanny or a nurse or anybody?
So our family's all the way down in San Diego, so we did hire a part-time nanny for a little bit.
Right.
But listen, Your Honor, it's this, having two new babies in the world and the
Right.
stress and sleep deprivation.
But what happened with the part-time nanny?
She was partly in the picture, but it
What
didn't.
does that mean? Well, how often did she come around?
She was there 3 days a week.
Oh, okay.
And it was only during certain hours. But really, it wasn't really so much about the nanny that was the solution. Our relationship, just as soon as these babies came into the
Right,
picture.
well, the babies take a lot of care. So
Yes.
I beg to differ with you. If you have help with the babies,
Yeah.
then that takes some stress off of you. Didn't you know you were having twins before you had them?
We did, Your Honor.
You didn't make arrangements before their birth that you were going to have a caregiver to come to help, or did you have the money for that?
Well, we had the money only for a part-time nanny.
Right.
Our parents, unfortunately, are ill, so they couldn't really travel
Okay.
to San Francisco, so they had
And
to
you
stay
weren't
in San
getting
Diego.
financial help from either side?
No, Your Honor, it's just all on us.
Okay, so what were you doing for a living before you had the kids?
I
ma'am?
was a medical sales rep for
Okay.
a cardiologist.
Okay, that pays pretty well.
It does.
Yeah,
but,
I know a medical sales rep. She does very well. How about you? What do you do for a living?
I run a marketing firm. So
Okay,
yeah,
you run your own business.
I'm running my own business.
Right,
That's
y'all
all.
couldn't find the money for a nanny?
It was hard, honestly, Your Honor, to find someone to trust. We interviewed a lot of people,
Oh,
and
right.
this part-time girl was the only one that at least I trusted.
Right.
So.
To her defense, look, we're both two type A personalities.
Right.
We thought we could do it.
Right.
We're not really good about asking for help, which is
Right.
actually the reason why we're here today. That
Okay.
Here we can't, I confided in a friend. We got this recommendation, this
Right.
person that helps sort of solve somebody else's problems.
So you thought, well, we can handle this on our own with a little help.
We
From a
needed a
therapist.
therapist. I mean, we
Okay.
were arguing. We were definitely.
It was bad, Your Honor.
It was just
bad.
ugly.
Yeah, George was not helping me with anything.
Right.
I had a C-section. I was recovering for 6 weeks. I hoped that he would have been the same husband that he was.
I mean, it's water
pre-birth.
under the bridge at this point, but it really was poor planning. So we start going to Miss James. What happens in the first session, Miss James?
The first session, we started off well, but as we got into the session, they started arguing with each other, and it was just like cats and dogs.
Right.
And
You couldn't get them to stop?
couldn't get them to stop, so I
Right.
thought once they did stop,
Right.
that for the next session, I
Right.
would give them some activities
Right.
that they could work on.
Right, to
until
bring
we-
back to the next session.
Exactly.
What were those activities?
Your Honor, she had us list 5 reasons why we fell in love with each other.
That was an activity to do at home?
at home, Your Honor.
Yeah.
But honestly, at the time, we
Well,
couldn't.
why did that need to be something you take at home? I can answer that question right now. I mean, why? I mean, that's it for the activity?
Just a little homework
Right.
assignment, and then take a little time to look into themselves
Right.
as to what brought them together, and you have your highs and your lows along the way.
What did you think after the first session?
So I'll be honest, we got into a huge argument after that because we didn't feel like this was going to work for us at all.
Oh,
We
y'all
already had
wait, when y'all left her, y'all got into another argument.
Correct.
What were y'all arguing about?
Because we were comparing ourselves to her relationship. She interjected herself a lot into the therapy
Okay,
session,
what
so we
were you
comparing
talking about your
ourselves.
relationship with your husband?
Correct. Basically, what I like to do in my sessions is to share some personal experience.
Right. How long
Particularly,
have you been married?
I've been married 15 years.
Okay.
So I had some
Was
experience.
this your first husband?
Yes.
Okay. And so you were telling them what, about why we get along or how we get along? Or what were you saying?
That I personally had experienced the exact same thing. And so what we did is to sit down together and just jot down things, differences about us, what brought us together.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
They weren't really listening to me.
Right.
And my goal is to help them.
Right.
To get through it. And
Right, but doesn't a therapist know how to stop a couple from fighting?
Exactly.
In therapy?
And later,
But you told her she could have a party in the living room.
Yes.
Okay, so just not a sex party?
No. Not on my couch.
Right.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of George and Megan Hurtley, who are suing Sable James for $1,000.
So then y'all got home and said, we're just nothing like this, and then you just start fighting each other again?
Basically, Your Honor, it was just hard. We've been having a lot of communication issues since the baby, so we could not agree on anything.
You couldn't agree. Couldn't even could you come up with the 5 reasons you fell in love?
No, Your Honor.
You couldn't think of one?
I mean, we could think of one, but we couldn't think of
2, 3, 4, 5. You just couldn't get there.
We were just too tired.
So the next session is the next week, session number 2.
Yes.
What happened in session number 2?
So as I was reading off their list, the answer to the question.
I thought they couldn't answer the question.
Well, they brought me 1 or 2 answers. And so as a result, they started at it again.
They just start fighting.
They just started going back and forth with each other.
Right. What were they fighting about?
They were fighting about George not helping out with Megan, and so they just seemed to have been crazy, if you will.
So they really weren't listening to you.
So they weren't really listening to me.
Right.
And my goal is to help them.
Right.
To get through it. And
but doesn't a therapist know how to stop a couple from fighting?
Exactly.
In therapy?
Yes. However.
But what did you do to stop the fighting?
Well, what I did was I again showed them how my personal experience with my husband.
Right. No, that's not how you stop a fight between two people fighting.
Exactly.
I told them they should stop.
Okay, so how did the second session end?
The second session ended that they would come back for session number 3.
Well, what was the homework this time?
I'm sorry?
Was there any homework?
No, there was no homework at that time.
Okay. Well, what did they left the door with what to do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. We were hoping to get a toolkit out of her, Your Honor.
Right, no toolkit? Nothing. Not a screwdriver, a hammer, nothing.
Communicate. Yeah, everything you said, absolutely. Thank you, Your Honor. You made the point.
Okay, so then things just kept going that same way. That was the second session, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we go back for session number 3.
So to be honest, Your Honor, at this point, after we came home, we were like, this is not the person for us.
Right.
We need a real therapist.
Right.
We went home. We agreed that we're letting Sable, giving her notice that we don't want to pursue this any further.
Did you have them sign anything when they started with you?
Yes,
Let me
as a
see
matter
what they
of fact,
signed.
if I could, there's the agreement that they signed just prior to the start of the session.
Right. So, but it doesn't talk about your professional services in here. Just that counseling often leads to better relationships and reductions in feelings of stress. There are no guarantees of what you will experience. Accepting any mandated reporting, all information will be kept confidential. Then you talk about how you get paid. Private sessions.
Right.
They last for 90 minutes?
Yes, 5 90-minute sessions.
That's forever in therapy. Most therapy sessions are 45, 50 minutes long.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't accomplish nothing in an hour and a half, 3 times?
Well, we did sit down and talk and try to come to a resolve as to what was causing them to be unhappy and bickering with each other, which was not the right thing to do,
Right.
particularly since they just had their,
I have a lot
their
of
twins.
experience with therapists. I've met a lot of therapists. I've been in therapy a couple of times, and I have never heard any protocol like the protocol you just gave today. You didn't give these people any tools to work with. So how are we now?
Well, how are we now?
Yeah, you look like you're getting along. You're standing pretty close. There's no light between you.
We've come together over these past couple months. I mean,
Okay. Did you go find another therapist?
To be honest, no. I think magically through this experience,
Right.
we sort of bonded and came closer together.
So the therapist brought you closer together.
Well, I would say the
Absolutely.
response to bad
I
therapy.
understand, right.
Yeah.
It was the response to the bad therapy.
Your Honor, we got suspicious at her lack of experience that we started doing some research on our own.
Right.
So we were just trying some Google techniques. But I also wanted to point out, Your Honor, that in the contract, nowhere in the contract does it say that her services are non-refundable. So
No, I figured that out. You think I can't read a contract? I am a lawyer, believe it or not.
I apologize.
No,
Your Honor.
I saw that. There's nothing in there about the payment. So you you asked for all of your money back, or you asked for, what did you ask back?
So yeah, Your Honor, I have here to submit 2 pieces of evidence.
Let me see.
Absolutely, there are 2 emails.
To her.
To her. The first email actually is to her asking for the refund, clearly communicating explicitly in writing that we were unhappy with our services and that we were demanding a full refund.
Right.
And there is also her response,
Right.
which basically
That's
says
non-refundable, which
Yeah.
it doesn't say that in the contract that it's
Yeah.
non-refundable.
Exactly.
Your
Okay.
contract doesn't say it's non-refundable, number one. So you told them it was non-refundable, it's not in the contract. Number two, I just don't think you gave these people anything in 2 sessions. 2 hours, I mean, what is that, 3 hours with
3
these
hours.
people, and you got them write down 5 reasons why they fell in love. That's the best you could come up with? I'm
Well.
ready to rule. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the co-plaintiffs. The defendant is ordered to pay $1,000.
we're happy with the results, but we're even happier that we're together in a better place.
My feeling is that I try to give all my clients the best coaching that they can receive so that they can better their lives.
Coming up,
We agreed that we would keep the house clean.
Right.
That we would have a no dish policy, take out the trash,
Right.
be respectful of each other. Not
Right.
once did we say that I could not have fun
Right.
on the couch.
you're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Angela Obi is suing her roommate, Helen Johnson, in the amount of $1,000. Ms. Obi claims she walked in on Ms. Johnson carrying out an explicit and inappropriate act on her couch and says she needs a new one.
Okay, Miss Obi, you are suing Miss Johnson for $1,000, which represents the price of a couch she ruined.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what was your relationship with the plaintiff, ma'am?
She's my roommate.
Okay, what happened?
I caught her having an orgy on my couch.
She was having an orgy on the couch.
Yeah, she was having an orgy on my couch.
Right, but what's an orgy for you, in your
Okay.
mind? What's an orgy?
A threesome.
Oh, she was having a threesome on
Yes.
your couch. It was she and who else?
It was a female and a male.
Okay,
Your Honor, I was having fun on the couch.
right, right.
When we became roommates, we agreed that we would keep the house clean.
Right.
That we would have a no dish policy, take out the trash,
Right.
be respectful of each other. Not
Right.
once did we say that I could not have fun on the couch.
Was your couch though, right?
It was my couch.
Were there any rules about the couch or the living area? I mean, was she entitled to use the living area?
Yes, she was, but having an orgy on my couch, that is
Right.
insane.
That had
and
never
disrespectful.
happened? You had never caught her doing that?
No.
What made this happen that night?
I'm a professional dancer.
Okay.
And I had got my first high paid gig.
Okay.
And I was excited about it. I asked her if I could bring some friends over, and she said it was fine.
You said she could bring some friends over
Yes, because
and have a party?
yes, she had a party.
Now, has she ever had a party in the apartment before?
No, that was the first party she had in the apartment.
Right. Now,
and
when she said I'm gonna have a party, did y'all talk about how many people she was gonna invite over?
No, we did not.
Okay, so she could have been bringing 20 people over then.
Right.
Right?
But
you told her she could have a party in the living room.
Yes.
Okay, so just not a sex party?
No. Not on my couch.
Right. So did you have it professionally cleaned?
I did, Your
Let me
Honor.
see. You have your receipt?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
let me see the receipt.
I
please,
don't
please.
care if she got it cleaned 25 billion times. I don't
Right.
care if she got Jesus to clean it. I don't
Right.
want that couch.
You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Supreme Justice is back with the case of Angela Obi, who is suing Helen Johnson for $1,000.
So why are you asking for the value of the entire couch? Was it ruined?
Yes, it was ruined.
What kind of couch was it? Leather, suede?
Your Honor, that couch was worth $30.
Okay.
And she's trying to
Girl, don't
extort
play with me. My couch was not
for
worth $30.
$1,000.
What kind of couch was it made out of?
$3 grand.
It was made out of cotton. It was not no fine leather sofa.
Right.
The couch, she
No
had it for
suede or
years
anything?
before.
How long had you had the couch?
I had the couch for 2 years before
And where'd
we
you buy
became
it?
roommates. I bought it on Furniture Stock USA.
Well, let me see your receipt for the couch. And how come I don't see a picture of the couch? How come nobody brought a picture? You're still
I didn't
there.
take a picture of the couch because I didn't want to get close to the couch. I don't know what she left there with her friend.
I didn't take a picture of that raggedy couch.
I didn't want to touch
So
the
nobody
couch.
brought a picture of the couch here. Did you see this picture? Show her this picture. Does that represent the couch?
This says $3,000.
Is that the couch? Does that look like the couch?
No, this does not.
That is the couch.
Okay, why didn't you bring me a picture of the actual couch?
Because she
That is-
doesn't have a picture of the couch.
But that
Okay.
is the kind of couch I have.
Okay, but before you walked out the door, you didn't say, "Let me take a picture for the judge."
But I didn't want to get close to the couch.
Yeah, but you live with the couch. So what kind of stains were on?
Exactly, Your Honor.
Where were the stains on the couch?
Your
All
Honor,
over
may
the
I?
couch, on the arms of the couch, on the loaf of the couch, on the
Right.
top of the couch.
Okay, so did you have it professionally cleaned?
I did, Your
Let me
Honor.
see. You have your receipt?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
let me see the receipt.
I don't care if she got it cleaned 25 billion times. I don't
Right.
care if she got Jesus to clean it. I don't
Right.
want that couch.
Right.
I need a brand new couch.
Well, y'all are still, it was deep cleaned at this upholstery care in Atlanta, and she paid $216 for it.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. You're watching Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
You know, this is a court of law. You're supposed to prove damages. I don't even see the couch. And I hear the defendant on the other side saying it was an old couch, all beat up and everything, and she had it deep cleaned. And the other thing is, remember I told you told her she could have a party. And so the couch could have gotten ruined. Somebody could have drunk a whole bottle of vodka on the couch or whatever.
But-
Anything could have happened to the couch.
But, Your Honor-
Most couches can't be deep cleaned. Well, the burden of proof is on the plaintiff. And I don't think you've proven to me that you deserve a new couch. I'm ready to rule. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you both.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
But it's fine because God is going to bless me with a new couch and a better roommate that will have no orgy on my couch.
I am grateful that I was able to redeem my good name.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.